Guys, I am fucking tired.
You look tired.
I don't know exactly what it is. Granted, like last week was busy and big.
Yeah.
The weekend was busy. Sunday, nothing.
Yeah.
I didn't do a thing.
Yep. No, same here.
But fucking, I'm so fucking tired.
No,
that's how I feel
right there
too.
with you. I think it's the weather change where it's just like it was really hot. Now it's super cold and like
maybe
you're just trying to adjust to it.
I'm trying to go into hibernation mode.
Yeah.
Yeah, the weather change, almost time change hits. I think in a couple of
Time
weeks.
changes on the 2nd.
Oh yeah, see.
So that's what, Sunday?
So Sunday.
Yeah. Like yesterday for the listeners, this Sunday for us.
No, that's Saturday because the 1st is Friday. Because my birthday's on Thursday.
Oh yeah, that's right.
It's the 3rd technically. It's at 1 a.m.
Is it on the 3rd?
Yeah.
because it does that 1 a.m.
Saturday
thing.
night to Sunday.
Yeah.
It does that thing, and then it goes back.
Fall
Yeah.
back, spring forward.
It's okay. I'll just be playing Call of Duty all throughout of it. No, I won't even know a difference.
That's fair.
Guys, I really like that game.
Yeah, no, I think the time is like hitting me hard. I've been getting like, I think like 1 o'clock I'm already dying, more or less.
Oh, in the day.
Yeah, in the day.
Okay.
Like by 1 o'clock, I'm already like, I don't want to be here anymore.
I think you need a new job.
And then
yeah,
maybe
that's
I don't
definitely a
know.
factor.
I think that's.
But I'm just downstairs, and then today, on the way here,
Yeah.
that I think like 5 o'clock.
That's 5.
Yeah, that 5:50 traffic.
Mm-hmm.
I was dying. It's just I'm real tired.
Yeah.
I need some kind of caffeine to wake me up.
Yeah. Usually, I don't have an energy drink this late in the day.
Yeah.
I'll have one in the morning. Is pretty much routine at this point.
Yeah.
But I went out and got this at like 6:15 before you guys got here. Like fuck. I don't have to be on, I guess.
Yeah.
But I do have to be present.
That's also true.
Yeah. And Bang's got brain fuel.
Yeah, Bang is delicious.
It also the BCAAs.
Yeah.
It's good after a workout.
helps stimulate your muscle growth.
Yeah, BCAAs.
And
yeah,
recovery.
they help with recovery.
No.
So like you won't be as sore and you'll be ready to hit the gym the very next
did not
day.
know that.
You can either drink it after a workout or before a workout, It does
That's
the same
true.
thing either way.
Wow.
You just after we just bang out some push-ups, some sups, and you'll be fine.
You gotta stop.
Some
not
sups.
everything works in abbreviation.
No, yeah, that's right.
Some
You can also do some pups, pull-ups.
That's annoying.
That actually reminds me. I know I've talked about it before, but have I convinced either of you to watch Letterkenny?
No,
You've talked
not me.
about it a lot. I
Yeah.
have not got around to it. There's just a lot of things to watch. BoJack Horseman season 6, the first half is out, and I need it.
But they're like
I'm also afraid to watch it, but I need to watch it.
they're like 8 to 10 episode seasons. They're
Yeah.
30, 22 minutes long,
Okay, well,
and they're fucking great.
Yeah.
The newest season just came onto Hulu, so I crashed through that over this last week.
yeah,
And they keep ending on like these cliffhangers,
yeah.
which it's a comedy show. It's not what comedy shows do.
Have you seen Silicon Valley?
No.
Oh well,
No, I don't have HBO, and it's not one that I've really gone after.
Yeah.
But jumping to HBO, I did. I talked to Leland yesterday,
yeah,
and he said Watchmen's pretty fucking
yeah.
good.
I need to jump in on that because we're 2 episodes in now, and apparently it's really good.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to acquire that.
Yeah. I mean, and also like, do you know like the premise?
No, because it's off book. I know he said that it's been doing a lot of old timey stuff, which
Yeah.
made some sense compared to what I saw in the trailers and some of the old characters that don't exist in the book.
Yeah,
More or less.
So the show takes place more or less present day.
Yeah,
In
a present version.
yeah, but in the comic book universe, not the movie.
Yeah.
So instead of Dr. Manhattan blowing up half New York, it's a giant squid.
Yes. Do they show any of that?
I have no idea. I
Is
haven't
there-
seen the show.
Oh, yeah. Good point. Good point. Because that was the one thing, like, honestly, I like Zack Snyder's Watchmen.
I did too. I
Yeah.
have the Blu-ray. I really liked it.
I liked it. Now,
I liked it. It was just long.
it is long.
Yeah.
But we got to see an awesome sex scene to the dulcet tones of Leonard Cohen singing Hallelujah.
It's true.
Well, I heard there was a secret chord that David played, and it pleased the Lord. But you
It's been
don't
so long
really
since I've watched
care
that.
about music, do you?
Yeah. No, but that movie essentially just takes the comic frame by frame.
Yeah.
So I like the comic and constantly seeing exact replicas of the panels.
Yeah.
Like it works for me.
Yeah, it was really good.
The one thing that did disappoint was Manhattan blowing up the city and bringing the world together instead of the giant squid. Because have you read the book?
Yes.
Okay. So like it's not just a giant alien squid.
Yeah.
It's a giant alien squid that induces madness.
Yeah.
And
It's Cthulhu.
yeah, it's essentially like it's and the short, like, I want to say it's maybe 2 or 3 pages to like tops. It's not a lot, but it describes like people going so insane that like they're just doing things that you would never comprehend on a daily on any regular basis.
Yeah.
You do things that you had to sit and think, okay, well, that's fucked up. I need to go farther.
Yeah.
And I wanted to see that on television. Like, for some reason, I want to keep thinking a mother ate her baby.
Yeah.
Something about that is sticking in my head. But, like, it's that level of insanity that is happening. Oh, Lilith, you remember? Is that what I'm hearing?
She looked away.
Yeah.
No.
She's not big on confrontation. So that was like my only real complaint about Watchmen.
But that, and for me, that was one step too far. the giant squid was one step too far for me.
Oh, do you think it's like not believable?
Yeah, I thought that was totally unbelievable. But again, this is a world that has a literal superhuman who can do whatever he wants.
It's been too long for me to even remember.
But that's why I like the movie take on it more, because it makes more logical sense.
Yeah, and that's why I don't hate the movie for doing it that way.
Yeah.
I'm just disappointed because I wanted to see the insanity. Like you don't see shit like that on television movies to that degree.
That's true. But then I think it would have also lost a lot of its punch, because we also didn't get the ship guy, the Night Mariner. Remember the side comic within the comic?
Oh, all of that insanity.
Yeah. Because it's a dude who's slowly going crazy, which
Yes,
is building towards insanity.
The movie didn't need that.
No, it did not at all. But
the whole Black Sail side story,
Yeah.
That was unnecessary.
See, that's why I can't help you guys, or I can't contribute to conversation, because it's been so long.
It's been a while. I haven't seen it in a long time.
I think the only the stuff that from the movie I remember was Rorschach.
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 Like, Rorschach.
Yeah,
Rorschach.
like roar, like a lion.
I
and
remember
look, Shaquille O'Neal or Shaq.
I remember vaguely someone getting raped, and that's why the lady has a daughter. I remember that.
Yep,
I remember
that's a thing.
That dude not knowing that was the daughter and slightly hitting on her, or he
Correct.
knew.
Yes.
He did not know, not at first. Or he wait a minute. I think he does. Yeah, he knows. He knows.
Oh.
But Papa Winchester's kind of just a fucked up human being.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So it was just kind of like
That's
but
just
I think
how the comedian is.
the comedian.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm trying to remember specifically. I don't think he's necessarily. He's not pushing up on her.
Yeah, but he's like.
But he always has like an air of creepy rapiness about him.
Yeah.
He's like looking from afar, and it's gross.
Yeah.
It's like, nah,
Like,
man, don't look at that. That's your daughter.
He's watching, and you don't realize that he's watching like as a father longing for his daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just looks like it's creepy sexual.
Yeah.
Because
Awkward.
he's got to be fucking hookers her age.
Yeah.
Yes.
Regularly.
But Negan is such a good actor, though.
He
He's
is.
so good.
That is him.
It is Negan.
I had to do that so she would.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
We had to jump around until we hit a character she knew.
because she doesn't watch Supernatural, so she wouldn't get the Papa
And you
Winchester.
just don't know Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
Yeah.
I saw
He's the
stuff-
resident.
I saw something online,
Resident.
but
Yes, ma'am.
I didn't know if it was like from a bullshit post.
For
You're talking
what?
about Sam getting arrested?
Yeah.
Yeah,
no, that
That
happened.
happened.
Oh, it did.
And it was
Yeah.
for attacking 2 of his employees?
His employees, yeah.
Oh, God.
I read the article. It's a bummer. Yeah, so Jared
okay.
Padalecki drunkenly assaulted his assistant manager and like another assistant manager. Apparently, he owns one of the bars in Austin.
In Austin, yeah.
And he drunkenly, and it's not like it was a fist fight.
Yeah.
But he did push a couple of them. One of them fell. Like he was being like belligerent, and so he got arrested.
Not a good picture.
Yeah. No, that picture's good. His mugshot? Like, he looked drunk.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
But he also looked good. I called him supermodel wasted. Like, where you just can't take a bad photo.
Yeah.
Like, it's clear, oh, well, that human being is not in their right head.
But you'd never see Jensen Ackles do that, something like that.
You Team Dean?
I've always been Team Dean. Sam.
I'm just...
Dean.
Like, from personal accounts...
Yeah.
I've heard that Jared Padalecki is a real good dude.
Yeah.
So it's a bummer to see something like this happen.
Yeah.
I do know that he deals with a lot of anxiety and depression.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that fueled, the drinking to the point that it got. And I don't know if he has a drinking problem. Like, I don't want this to reflect badly on him.
Yeah.
Unless this is a trend. Unless he has a history of shit like this.
I mean, for this to happen now, for me, it kind of makes sense because Supernatural's ending. It's been a part of his life for 15 years.
He's got to start trying to figure out how to transition out.
Yeah, because apparently he's trying to develop a Walker Texas Ranger reboot.
Yeah, I've heard about
and
that.
And he's going to be Walker. Which,
yeah, sure.
The tall goddamn Walker.
Yeah. I mean,
he's got the legs for it.
No matter what he does, he's going to be tall as fuck. Yeah, we got to see his roundhouse kick.
Yes.
That's the only part of the audition I want to see is just him doing roundhouse kicks.
And when that show does happen,
jeans.
in tight jeans, when that show does happen, I want
Wranglers.
the one episode where Jensen Ackles shows up for some reason. To, oh, my long lost brother or something. Just some nods.
Sure. I don't know if I want to watch that show.
No, I don't either.
I didn't want to watch it back then.
Yeah, that's true. But I mean, you don't like seeing I can't even Chuck Norris standing out in the middle of a desert wearing a duster, with the camera slowly zooming in on his face.
I'm good. All right. Since I don't have cable, and I don't think Steph does. Do you have cable?
I do have cable.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if this exists anymore, and it might just because multimedia has gotten so big that I'm just missing these things, or the actual structure of entertainment has changed. But do you remember that whole kind of run through like the 90s and early millennium of just like these B shows that existed for a long ass time?
Like Hercules and Xena.
Like Hercules, like Xena, like Texas
Ranger.
Like Renegade.
Renegade.
MacGyver was a pretty hit show.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, we're just
Plus
talking
those
about
Tropic
like
Thunder.
the lame
No,
ones.
Thunder in Paradise.
No, I don't know that
That's
one.
the Hulk Hogan boat show.
Oh God, yeah, okay. Now I remember that one.
Like these shows were not like they weren't cheap necessarily,
Yeah.
and they're all pretty much the same show. You just changed the gimmick.
Yeah.
They're all either like standard procedural with a specific gimmick, or it's the Incredible Hulk with a specific new themed trouble that a wandering nomad deals with.
Yeah.
Didn't he have like a speedboat?
Yeah, that's Thunder in Paradise.
Yeah.
That was the Hulk show.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Like, does this level of show like filler content almost like these are Saturday Sunday shows and not reruns. They just new episodes were Saturday and Sunday in the middle of the day.
I can't think of them.
Yes,
like the
those
top of my
shows
head.
still exist, but now they're just the headliners for CW.
Hey. The DC universe on CW is pretty great. I haven't watched any of it in a while, but I do still see some stuff.
Have you ever...
Also, Crisis on Infinite Earths.
I can't wait for that. But have you... One of my favorite things that I just started getting into, mostly because of Cody and the PCP chat, was watching watching the CW superhero shows out of context. I didn't even know what you said.
Oh,
I actually was never into that show.
no.
Yeah.
Well, you have a whole other chance with the reboot.
Yeah, there's a reboot of it.
Yeah, they
I don't
redid
know
the whole
if I
show.
want to.
But Shannon Doherty isn't in it.
True.
I don't know who that is.
She was one of the Charmed.
Yeah.
Of
Is
the
she the one
four.
in Joe Dirt?
What? No.
No, one of them's in Joe Dirt, I think.
Wait, are you thinking of Fruza Balk?
No, I'm thinking about the one that what is it? David Spade's Joe Dirt's
Yeah.
ex-girlfriend.
No, she's not in Charmed at all.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Maybe I am thinking of somebody else.
that's not even Jamie Lee Presley. That was like a
No, that was the girl from White Chicks.
No, that's not who I'm thinking about.
That's his girlfriend though.
That's
the,
his
the
girl.
hot blonde girl.
The ex-girlfriend is who I'm thinking about.
What
Oh
ex- you got
no,
one- you got
I'm,
one girlfriend.
I'm infusing. Oh, sorry, I'm mixing it with another
Another David Spade
David
movie?
Spade movie.
What other David Spade movie
The
have you
one where
seen?
he's supposed to.
Deuce
He,
Bigelow, male gigolo.
no, the one where he
That's
plays
not David Spade.
Good point.
Yeah, it's,
Touche.
it's the one where he plays.
Yeah, fuck. What else has he done?
He's
Tommy Boy?
no, I forgot what it's called.
Just shoot me.
It's the one. No,
God, just shoot me.
I just opened
I've
the
never
door in
watched
your head.
that.
I know I did.
I've never seen that. No, it's the one where he's supposed to play like a childhood star that like turns.
Dickie Roberts.
Childhood
Yes!
child
Yeah.
actor, whatever.
Dickie Roberts.
I never watched
I've
that.
never watched that.
It's
either.
actually pretty interesting.
I'm going to take your word for it.
Yeah, it was
I'm
fun.
going to take your word for it and continue to never watch it.
It was fun. I just didn't like.
Was it though?
It really was. You feel bad for him. It's like a better version of that movie where Adam Sandler tries to relive his childhood.
What movie
What
is
movie
that?
is that?
I don't know. He's like he does third grade again because
Oh, Happy Gilmore? No.
no
Not Happy Gilmore.
something
What's the other one?
forgot.
Okay, there's Happy Gilmore. Billy Madison.
Yes, Billy
Yeah.
Madison. No, he's not trying to relive. He actually never graduates school. So he has to go through
Oh, and he has to
school
go through school
to get the
again?
to graduate. I think
High school. Oh, no, he goes all
Does
to
he even
college,
go
doesn't he?
no.
No, he goes to high school. It's just, I think it's
Yeah.
just stops at high school.
So much of
Oh.
that show, like a movie, exists like in grammar school.
Yeah.
Like I don't remember him doing high school stuff at all.
Well, that's the end of it where he gives that really long dissertation. He's like, that is the stupidest thing I've ever heard. You've made everyone in this room dumber.
Yeah.
And like, you should be ashamed of yourself. Like,
Jeez.
And that's Tommy Boy. I'm trying to remember. Like he needs to graduate so he can get his family's business, but I can't remember what the family business is.
I don't know.
I
Real estate.
I don't know.
I
Is
don't
it that
know.
his, like does his dad die or something?
I don't remember.
Okay.
It's been a long time since I saw a good Adam Sandler movie.
The Cobbler was fine, and
'Cause
I
he
don't
was
really
hardly
think I
in
even
it.
finished it.
It was good because he was hardly in that movie.
Spanglish was fine.
You watched Spanglish?
Yeah, I watched
Of
Spanglish.
all movies, you watched Spanglish.
It was on Netflix one time, and I was bored, and I watched it,
I'm gonna
and
say,
I cried.
I'm gonna say I deliberately avoided that movie because it just seemed like a and what has since become a trend. But seeing him with a way too hot for him wife,
Wasn't it
Like in
Penelope
every
Cruz
movie?
In that movie?
I think it might have been Penelope Cruz.
Yeah.
But yeah,
What
now it's
happened
every
to Penelope
movie.
Cruz?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm sure she's probably doing stuff.
Yeah.
Like that kind of relates to my question earlier. Like entertainment is so big now.
Yeah.
Like,
Last
these
time she was a
people-
taco
What?
Sorry, what?
in the sausage party or whatever it was called.
Oh.
She was a gordita, I think.
Okay.
That
Right?
movie.
I didn't see that.
Oof, that movie.
When I started hearing about it, I'm like, this sounds like it could be fun. But I also said that about movie 43.
Oh, God, movie 43.
Ugh.
We watched that.
We sure did. I'm not going to lie, I had some fun in that movie.
It's impossible.
But it's really bad.
It's nearly impossible to go through a comedy movie and not chuckle a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there is a lot of real awful shit that is
Yep.
just unwatchable.
And
Yeah.
it's incredible how many people they got in that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They had huge jacked men
With balls on his chin.
on his chin.
That's what it was.
Yeah. Like,
yeah.
how the fuck do you convince him to do that?
And he was acting alongside Halle Berry?
Yes, I think it was Halle
forget.
Berry.
I don't know. People want to have
Then
fun.
you had that one sketch with...
I mean,
I
that's
feel-
how it is with Sharknado. People find it an honor to be in Sharknado.
True, but that's a
different type
I feel
of
it's
movie.
a different class of movie. Like that movie, Sharknado is very self-aware.
Yeah.
I feel that movie 43
was trying to be funny and failed.
They were trying to be funny. They failed, but like they're trying to do like Kentucky Derby or not Kentucky Derby. Kentucky Fried Movie.
Oh, yeah. God.
Or they're trying to do like the
Like
comedy.
Postal.
The comedy of Airplane, where if you do something crazy but play it straight, it comes across as funny.
Yeah.
But like,
But all the jokes were like just shock factor.
yeah. Like honestly, it was uncomfortable to watch the one with Chloe Moretz Grace, where she has her period for the first time and everyone is freaking out.
Yeah.
We're like, there's nothing funny about this.
It's Chloe Moretz and McLovin.
Yeah.
And I heard the...
The dad is somebody famous.
I honestly forgot. I remember one part there. I think something had to do with shit or street.
That's
Yeah,
Anna
so-
Faris and Chris Pratt, and she wanted him to shit on her chest or something like that.
Oh, pour one out for that relationship.
Yeah. I don't know.
I team with the side team Anna on that split.
I'm not familiar enough with it to pick a side.
I think she's great. I've always thought that she's
Oh yeah,
great.
she's always been
Yeah.
fantastic.
And Chris Pratt is fun and whatnot, but since the split, like he seemed to have gotten like real down with Jesus.
Yeah.
And specifically in that church that seems bought and paid for.
Yeah.
And that's a turnoff for me.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's annoying.
Yeah, like Chris Pratt I'm cool with him, but then if a award show's like, just want to say thank God, and he goes into this whole thing. It's like, all right,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, I can't do that. I'm checking out. I don't want to talk to you.
no, it's
anymore.
not my thing.
Yeah.
If that's what you.
I'm not going to stop you.
Yeah.
But I am going to tune out for a second.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just do what you do. Just don't force it on me. That's it.
Yeah,
That's
that's it. That's it.
Yeah.
All right. Here's a question.
yes.
To preface, in my life, especially in my high school to early 20s,
Right.
I have had many random strangers approach me
Oh, okay. Well.
saying that either God told them to pray for me or to speak to me, or just directly coming to me asking if I had Jesus in my heart. And I'm curious. Now, granted, this is trench coat, long black hair,
Yeah.
goth Anthony days, like
Yes.
hardcore. So I suppose I'm a bigger target to that type. But has this ever happened to either of you?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah, it has.
Okay. Do you think it's like maybe a weird amount? Because I feel it's a weird amount that it happened to me.
For the religious stuff, no, it happens every once in a while. I just have more random encounters with random people they just want to talk to me for some reason.
But like God told them to.
No, like
that's the specific.
yeah. Like, that happens to me like
then-
every now and then, but I get more just random people wanting to talk to me for some reason.
Sure. And
Yeah.
that's. I don't think that's weird. I'm down for that. It's the specificity that God is involved for some reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't get that, which I'm thankful for.
It's awkward.
Yeah.
Because
Oh,
I want to be polite, but I also don't want to talk to you.
Just like, thanks, no, he's
Steph?
not.
Let me think. Okay, so in high school, I had some guy who was like, this guy was, I don't know, super religious, I guess you can say. Mm-hmm. Like every other word
They
is
usually
like,
are.
Yeah, every other word is like being, like no matter what you do, he's thankful for the Lord. Mm-hmm. Hey, I gave you candy. Huh, man, thank you, God. And I'm just
Okay, that
like,
was great.
dude.
You should watch Dion Cole's comedy special on Netflix.
I've been thinking about that. That looks fun.
Which one
Whole
is-
World. It's called Whole World by Dion
Okay.
Cole. Because he has a joke about that. We're just like, really? God is out there looking out for you to get a parking spot. God did that.
Okay.
Like,
yeah, no, I have more to add now.
Okay.
But it wasn't really bringing it to me. Well, first one was a guy in high school. I don't know. He's just really religious. And I guess one day he was just like telling, because I had a lot of drama in high school where it was like a lot of people didn't like me, and there was a lot of cliques and stuff where people would be like, yes, I guess I was very thuggish.
She had a poster of Tupac on her wall. He's shirtless at Thug Life across his chest, you know?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
But it was like to the point that like some of my friends would escort me to the bathroom just in case shit would happen.
Okay.
Oh, I get it. That's a good one.
Yeah. Just in case I got jumped or whatever. They made it very clear that I get escorted to the bathroom.
Okay.
I was like, okay.
Yes.
It was that
Dangerous
type
times,
type of time. But yeah, he went outside and he was just like, "Hey, can I do something?" And I was like, "What?" He wanted to pray.
Bad way to start.
Yeah, he wanted
bad way to start.
He wanted to say a prayer for me.
Okay.
And I was just like, you know what? If you want to do it, go for it. So he said a prayer, and then he like touched my head.
Who the fuck does this guy think he is?
And I started crying. So I also don't know how to feel about that because I'm not.
Was it because the power of Jesus compelled you?
You felt the Lord in that touch?
Felt the Lord inside of you?
I don't know. I think
That
it's always
Holy
the
Ghost
fact
got
of
your
people
back?
trying to fix me
You get a bunch
is
of
where it
pimples
goes
and
south.
You get a bunch of pimples on your head. Looks like a cross.
No, but yeah, something happened where I just started crying. After that, I was like, ever since you did that, I now don't care about a lot of things religious. So that was very reversed.
You took my faith away.
Yeah, it was odd.
He took your faith.
Because it used to be before.
It fills him.
It's like I've gone.
He's a religion vampire.
Like
Seen
I went to
Antichrist.
communion. I went to CCD. My parents brought me up like religious.
With religion.
Now it's just like, all right, I know what's good and
it's
what's bad.
It all
and
came to that moment.
Yeah, I don't
that
know.
moment when he took your faith
just,
out of you.
It just kind of changed my whole thought process.
Yeah.
Because honestly, like you think about a lot of people who are super religious, some of them are the worst sinners.
Some of the biggest
so it's
hypocrites,
like,
yeah.
because hey, I could go to church, clean slate again, and I'm like, dude, you can't just do this and
Yeah,
go to
especially,
church
like-
for forgiveness.
Like,
That's not how it works.
Especially Catholicism.
Yeah,
That's
and it's
real
like, all right,
odd.
sure. Karmically, you're forgiven. But I remember the shit you did. And I'm
Yeah.
not going to let that go.
You may be down with Christ, but I'm not going to fucking let that shit pass.
This
Yeah.
ain't GTA. You can't just go get a paint job and I'm going to forget.
Yeah, it's like weird. So that was him. The third one was my ex-boyfriend's mom was really into like I guess religion.
Sure.
And specifically I think she was like Jehovah Witness or something
Ooh,
like that.
hardcore.
So she would always talk about the Armageddon is coming
Yeah.
and
The Watchtower.
and all this stuff.
Oh, man.
And-
How does it feel to be wrong so many times?
I know the world ends so many times, right? Like, you know, they always have a different date. There's always a new date on a billboard somewhere.
2012 was a great year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's going to happen this year. I swear. 12, 12, 12. That's the end days.
We goofed up on the math.
Yeah. She like
It's actually next
I don't
year.
know. It just so happened that
Wrong calendar.
she wanted to talk about the Bible with me. And
Yeah.
I was just like, okay.
But
you know
not
what?
not in the context of like, hey, you're dating my son, like don't have sex.
Yeah,
You-
no,
but,
no,
like,
no.
Through
like,
the story
she
of the
literally
Bible,
wanted to
she's
tell
like-
me about the Bible.
She's like, you're
So
a
it's like-
sinner.
I was like,
And
I
I
don't
need
want
to
to be
save your
rude.
soul.
I'll sit with you and we could talk and I'll just listen to what you have to say.
And just
And she started
nod
talking
and
about
zone
how
out.
everything you need, all the answers are in the Bible.
That's
And
not
I was
true.
just like,
You
what?
got food?
She said all the answers you would ever need are in the Bible. You
Like
just gotta.
for the test.
I don't know.
Like,
you
I got
just gotta,
midterms coming.
You just gotta turn to the page, and I was just listening.
Auntie, I try to use this book to study for my driving test. I failed.
Those are my questions. Those were the questions I thought after. But she just kept talking about like how her sister and her used to not be close, and then her sister was so like her and her sister were so unhappy with their religion, and then next thing you know, they opened their mind up to Jehovah, and now they're close and they talk, and you know all these answers are here. And in my head, I was like, I don't think the Bible will help me find out what I want to eat in 2 hours or stuff
Yeah.
like that. That's where my mind went. So I checked out real quick. I'll sit there and I'll listen, but I don't absorb anything that's being said to me.
We've talked about it before. Like, we know that Jordan's not down with Jehovah.
No.
Yeah.
I can't.
I mean, at any point.
Him and Beyonce can't stand either of them.
Hova, right? Hova.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
I just wanted to throw that in
Yeah.
there.
And then the third encounter was at Vaughn's.
Yeah.
Some lady literally told me and my friend that God told her to talk to her.
Mm-hmm.
And then she started asking us our religion. And I just bullshitted and I was like, oh no, I'm atheist. I don't believe in anything.
Mm.
And then...
Yeah, they don't like hearing that.
Yeah, and then my friend was like, oh, I'm Buddhist.
Yeah, they don't like hearing that either.
And then she basically told her that she has a fake religion and that God told
It's not a
her...
religion.
or like beliefs. But anyways, she said God told her to talk to her and to tell her that she needs to open herself to God
good
and
with
stuff
God.
like that.
And here's the thing. If God exists, he won't be doing that.
Exactly. I don't know why that's such a hard thing for people to fathom. Like, they keep talking about God as like this great person and all that. Which, again, I have good morals, so
Sure.
I believe in a
You don't need
higher
religion
power.
to be a good
I
person.
just don't
Yeah.
think that he would be revengeful
Yep.
as people say he will.
Yeah, that first book.
Like, that's
is
what makes
hardcore.
no sense. Doesn't make no sense. I was like, I feel like if you do something wrong and you own up to it and all that, then yeah, you could get forgiven. But no, apparently this God that exists to some people is going to come back with his wrath for all the bad people.
Yeah.
So-
and it's just like, why would he do that?
And here's the funny thing. They say, a man was made in God's image. We are basically as close to God as anything else, right? So if God made us in his image, then in turn, God made the city of Sodom, in which men were sleeping with men, women were sleeping with women, and God was like, oh shit, oh fuck, and he killed them all. Like,
It's so weird.
like I am,
he made it. Like, he knew what he was doing.
I am not a theologist. I have not even taken any theology classes.
Same.
Yeah, let's throw that out there.
Yeah.
I
but
take
like
mythology classes.
the-
Talk about God in that.
the concept of free will
Yeah.
has always been baffling to me in the context of Christianity.
Yeah.
And I had this conversation with my buddy a long time back. He's been Christian since like we were in middle school. Like we went to the same church. It's the last church I ever went to, and one of I think several that he's been a part of.
Yeah.
But he asked me like, what do you believe in? Like, what do you truly believe in? And I sat and I thought about it for a second. And I'm like, they're like, what I know for a fact, I'm going to die.
Yep.
That's the only thing I know.
Oh, yeah.
And he
One guarantee for everyone.
yeah. And he was asking, like, really, like, that's the one thing. I'm like, yeah, if you show me the new math of how 1 + 1 is 5,
Yeah.
if you break it down and like, look, this is what it is, then okay.
Yeah.
That's how it is. Like, I can be convinced, though not like simply, of like, okay, well, previous conception was wrong. Here's new truth. Here's the science to back it up.
Yeah.
I'll just go with no truth. Like,
Yeah.
show me the
Yeah.
road.
Yeah.
But we got into the conversation about free will
Yeah.
and how we can do. We are free to do whatever we want.
Yeah.
And that is a big factor in Christianity, that God gave us free will. But what the hiccup I got in with him was that God has a plan.
Yeah.
Well, how can God have a plan if we have free will?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm like, is it like that God is in the future as well, and he's like setting things up backwards, like Bill and Ted?
Yeah. Is he Dr. Manhattan?
yeah,
where he exists in all points of time?
Which, I mean, probably.
Yeah.
But no, he told me that because God made you, God knows you so well, he knows all the choices you're going to make. To which I said, that still doesn't feel like free will.
That's not free will. That's fate.
Not free will.
Yeah.
You just described fate.
Yeah. They're like
Which that's another thing. People always talk about free will, but then in the same sentence they'll also say fate or destiny. And it's like, bro, those are contradicting concepts. Yeah.
I did have one time specifically. I was in Colorado, so when I was working at the Vail Resorts.
All right.
And I'm in this laundromat doing laundry, so I'm just sitting there. I think I'm like maybe reading a comic or something. Like I don't have a lot to do. This is pre-phones. And this random dude about my age, like skinny white kid, just came up to me and said that he was over there praying and God told him to come and talk to me.
Yeah.
As to which, like, I'm all, fuck, like my laundry's here. I can't leave.
Yeah.
So I guess I have to sit and find out what God told him about me and find out if God is a snitch.
Yeah.
But over the course of what, like, it became a regular conversation at one point of just kind of back and forth. What the vibe I felt was that he was trying to feel me out if I was gay. I felt like he was kind of like throwing vibes out at me.
Yeah.
To which I thought, this was a weird way for you to try and like get a vibe back from me.
Yeah. The sirens are on our side.
It's a stuttering cop car out there. Another time I was at the beach with some friends. Now, granted, I didn't look like I was planning on going to the beach.
Fully dressed.
Yeah.
Like every black person.
And that's not even, it wasn't even, it's not any, all right, let me start over. It's not weird at that point in my life for me to be at the beach with pants on.
Yeah.
Like jeans.
I wore jeans and pants.
I wasn't wearing jeans at that time. I went through a long period where I wore only slacks. Slacks of different like styles and types. Yeah. Anyway. And this woman, like, not even near me, just came up and approached me and asked if I had accepted Jesus Christ into my heart. And I straight up lied to her. I told her I did have a church I was going to, which was just the church I used to go to, and I just could still remember the details enough just to try and shake her off because she seemed a little fanatic.
Yeah.
All right, so it's not just me. This is a normal thing that happens.
It's a thing that happens a lot. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was kind of wondering. I was talking to a friend before because it just recently happened to her.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, who else is this happening to?
The funny thing is, I remember when I was still going to San Diego State, there would be like, I don't know what they were, but they're saying, accept Jesus as your Lord, whatever, just on campus.
Like picketers?
Yeah.
Like
just
protesters?
Just on campus. And like, so there's like a big crowd of students who like just arguing with these people. Like I argued back with them because it's like, you're telling me I'm going to go to hell because I don't believe in Jesus and all that stuff. It's like, well, I have enough sense to not tell you that if I was like, if I was religious, I would have enough sense to if you don't believe, cool, go about your business.
Yeah,
it's not me.
You're not over here telling them that they're wasting their lives worshiping a false god or a non-existent idol.
And like, I said something like that, and like that doesn't make me a bad person. That makes you a bad person for doing that. Like,
like I do get annoyed. Like every Comic-Con when the Holy Rollers come out, and they're out there picketing, and they got the bullhorn, and they're yelling out into the crowd. And the people who directly mock and like get in their faces, I don't think they're really any better.
No, they're not.
Like,
they're not at all.
They're just as much of an asshole.
Yeah. But with those people, especially at Comic-Con, they know they're in the wrong because they're starting to wear masks now.
Oh, are they?
I
don't think I noticed that.
This year they're all wearing V for Vendetta
wearing
masks.
V for Vendetta masks.
Oh, I did see that. Well, those were. I remember those were anti-vaxxers.
Oh yeah, there's also that.
WonderCon too. I think a couple years ago, they had a full-on like Hulk,
Incredible Hulk
on the sign that said like Hulk bent down and asked for forgiveness. Yeah, that's the one.
And that's how he changed
I was
back
like,
to Bruce
what the
Banner.
heck? Why? I don't know. I hate to say it, but I think like when I think of people trying to put religion on me, I can't help but like relate them to like people who try to sell me cable when I already have another cable business.
What a fantastic
or like people who are trying to tell me to join their
marketing.
Yeah. Someone who's telling me like, "Hey, what phone service do you have?" And I'm like, "Dude, I don't want to talk to you."
They are kind of they're trying to pitch you something you weren't interested in.
I think that's what it is. And then that leads to the whole like pyramid thing that I hate so much, like pyramid schemes and just the selling of something.
Yeah.
I think that's okay, like
just pushy salesmanship.
Like, you know me. When it comes to people, like I'm open and I'm willing to talk to everyone. That's not a big deal to me. It's just
you're polite
when
to
you
monsters.
Start talking in such a way where I'm like, all right, what's the end goal here?
Yeah.
What are you trying to sell me, and why are you asking me
want to know why your
these
life
questions?
is bad? I can answer that.
God, I think I've
you
said
need
this.
1,000 more cable channels.
I think I've said this like on the podcast before, but the same thing happened like, I don't know, we'll just say like at least 6 or 7 months ago, where I walked into a Smart and Final, ran into one of my like best friends from middle school's cousin, and then she started preaching to me about like job stuff and just how much money they make doing their little pyramid scheme type deal. And I was
being
just like,
successful in a pyramid scheme.
Yeah. And then I was just like telling her like, no, it's okay if it works for you. Oh yeah, no, I know it works. That's why we're doing it. And I was just like, well, that works for you.
Have either
That's
of you
awesome.
actually got caught up for a moment in one?
Yep.
Once.
I feel, I'm not going to say everyone, nearly everyone, at some point in that early 20s stage of life, get a little wrapped up in a pyramid scheme.
Once
I've known too many people to not think it is pretty common.
Gone to a meeting of one, never joined. None of these I've ever joined.
Yeah.
But I got reeled into one and then almost sucked into one until I realized what he was doing.
Yeah.
Because one of them, love David, but David was one of the people.
He used to be.
He used to be in one. And I remember how he went about it. He said,
I could
hey,
see
Steph.
him pitching.
Yeah, he's like, hey, Steph, are you busy on Saturday? And I was just like, I don't know. Why? What's up? Do you think you can, like, help me with something? And I was like, yeah, sure. And it was just like, no questions asked. Yeah, sure. And then later on, we talked about it at another friend's house. And I was like, yeah, I don't know what we're doing tomorrow. I just know he asked me to come over on Saturday.
You were just doing
They're going to do something. And then they were just like, oh, no. Yeah, they're going to do this. And lo and behold, that night he called me.
Yeah.
So, Steph, are we going to still go tomorrow? Nah, I'm good.
At least you
Why?
bailed
What's up?
out. At least you
Nah.
bailed out.
Yeah.
I'm good. I don't want to be part of this scheme. I don't want to join. Please don't make me. I love you to death. I don't want to do it.
Oh no, I've had a friend say, "Oh yeah, let's get something to eat." I'm like, "Oh yeah, sure. I'm down to go get something to eat."
Yeah.
And we ended up driving to L.A.
Oh no,
That's a long way to be like,
Yeah.
where are we eating at Sonic's?
Like-
we don't have those in San Diego.
By the time we got to like Poway, I figured out what was going on because this is from Mira Mesa, so it was like 2 exits. I was like, "Oh, you motherfuckers," and I was pissed.
Yeah, no, that's fucked up to do.
But here's the thing. So I let them take me all the way to L.A. I let them take me to their top pitch guy.
Why do we always do that?
I let the top pitch guy look me in the eye and give me his pitch. I looked him in the eye and say, "No, I'm not interested. Leave me alone."
Like there was,
I wanted to waste his time. I made sure I wasted his fucking time.
Took plenty of bathroom breaks along
Like,
the way on the
dude, I was
drive.
so
hey, can we hit
pissed
this
off.
drive-through real quick?
I was so pissed
there
off.
was one before. I think it was
I
specifically
want a big
called
Whopper.
Yeah.
what is it? ACN or something like that.
Ah,
I think
yes,
that's what
yeah.
it was. But basically, it was basically like
It's a cell phone thing,
it was
right?
a phone
Yeah.
with a cord with a camera on it. Now this was in the time that like Yahoo Messenger was already a thing. Just webcam chat was already a thing, and we already had DSL then. So I don't know why you would get a phone service
Yeah.
that will only work if the other person has the same phone service
Yeah.
that has a webcam on it
It was all
for
just
you to
video
make
phones.
phone
That's-
calls.
Yeah.
So it was a phone with a camera. Now, the way they went about it was just like, yeah, if you buy this phone, to get the whole package, $750. If you need money, we got people who will pay that up front for you just to join, set you up. And then you just need to get 3 more people under you.
Yeah.
And then those 3 people need more 3 people
And
under
you'll
you.
make money off of those people. You'll get
Yeah.
a small fraction of that.
My friend took us to, what is
But
it,
it's not a
Otai?
pyramid because see, there's 2 on each side, so it's not a pyramid. Like that's still a
I
pyramid.
think I told you this. That friend took us to Otai to the big guy's house.
Yeah.
The guy who makes the money, and he
Yeah.
did his pitch too. And he starts talking about how come tax return, because he would have meetings at his house, he was able to write off part of his mortgage
Yep.
as an expense
Yep.
because business expense.
Yeah.
And
Which
then
is
he
true,
said
like, yeah.
he said when his W-2 came and they were going over the numbers, he was like, "Oh shit, will I get in trouble for this?" I mean, he was driving like a what is it, a Rolls Royce. This is back in like 06.
Yeah.
So I don't know what happened to him now,
Sure.
but I'm sure nothing.
I got caught up. I think
Was it Cutco?
no.
Okay.
No, but
I never did that.
I knew a kid who got caught in that.
Oh.
No, mine's even more inane. I think I'm 18. I'm like somewhere between 18 and 19, and I'm trying to get like a better paying job.
Yeah.
I was trying to move out. Trying to remember specifically. I'm either trying to move out with a girl I was with at the time. I needed more money.
Yeah.
So
We
the
always need
ad,
more money.
yeah, the ad is like make like $1,000 a week or something like that.
Yeah.
Like it's like no experience necessary, and that's how I know now.
Yeah.
No.
We don't need experience here.
But I didn't have the experience to
To not fall for it.
yeah, to not fall for
Yeah.
that shit. So I go and I sit in this meeting, and it's the entire thing is about selling fire extinguishers and fire safety equipment.
Okay.
Yeah. And I'm young.
Yeah.
I don't quite understand. Like it seems weird,
Yeah.
and it seems overly complicated the way like they're explaining. But like, okay, well, you have to sell $2,000 worth of stuff first before we can give you people.
Yeah.
So you got to pay
Yep.
$600 to get into the program.
Yeah.
And then blah 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 blah. And they're like, start with your family. Go to them. Go to their homes. Give a display. Talk about the Halon fire extinguishers, the standard, like this spray that makes things fire retardant. Like you just spray anything and it's
Yeah.
fire retardant. And
Turns out just water.
no, it worked.
Yeah.
I mean, it worked. I made one sale to the girl I was dating. Her mom was the office manager in some warehouse.
Yeah.
And they bought like $1,000 of stuff. So I was like halfway there.
Oh, nice.
But I never wanted to go to the people I knew and try and hustle them on
Yeah.
this stuff. Like a fire extinguisher's not cheap.
Yeah.
And it's not like we're selling. I don't even think we're selling like smoke detectors. We're selling like it was the 2 or 3 different kinds of fire extinguishers.
Yeah.
It was the spray and like some.
Was it
other
just some
stuff.
kind of detector? Like not necessarily.
No, I don't remember any detectors
Oh.
in it. But like for like a month and a half, I'm like, well, fuck, like I'm in it. I paid.
Yeah.
So I got to get like something out of it. You don't collect any money until you sell, I think, the first 2,000. So essentially that money just disappeared because I never made another sale.
Yeah.
And eventually I just started dodging all their calls until they stopped calling altogether, which I'm sure is how everyone deals with that.
Yeah.
But that gave me the experience. That
Yeah.
taught me how to spot this stuff. Except for the next time that it happened.
Yeah. No.
I went into a meeting. There's a bunch of people, and they're talking about selling stuff. And I knew I don't know why I continued, but I knew what was happening.
Yeah.
I don't know why I followed through. But they were going to pair us up with one of their guys. And I'm like, okay. I think I was just too meek to just say, no, I'm going to leave.
Yeah.
Because I'm like 21, 22 at this point.
Yeah.
I'm still fairly young. And they're like, okay, well, this guy we're going to pair you up with, he's had some car troubles. Can you drive? The two of you go over. You're going to go into Hillcrest.
Yeah.
And I think I can't exactly remember if I knew exactly what we would be doing or if I discovered that once we got there.
Yeah.
But you ever work somewhere where someone comes to inside of your office and tries to sell you shit?
No.
Like, here's a squirt gun, and I also have like tea infusers, and here's some magazine subscriptions. Like, just they walk into your place and they sell you knockoff garbage.
Yeah.
That's what this was.
Oh.
And we are straight walking by. I remember like the first place we went to said like no solicitations. I knew that's what we were doing.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, well, there's a sign right here. He goes, don't worry about that.
Matter.
Yeah. Just walked right by. I'm like, fuck. So I walk around with this dude down Hillcrest for, I think, close to an hour.
Yeah.
And we're supposed to do this for 3 hours.
Oof.
He sold some shit.
Yeah.
Not a lot.
Yeah.
And eventually I'm like, you know what? I'm starting to get sunburn. Like,
Legitimate
can someone
reason.
pick you up?
Yeah.
Can someone like get you? Because I just don't want to do this anymore. It's like, we can just go like one more hour. We'll cut out to like, nah, man, I'm getting red. I don't want to do this anymore.
An hour's a long time.
Yeah.
I don't like any of that.
No,
I don't like
sucked.
any of like that selling type deal.
Yeah.
Anything where it makes me sound fake, I'm out. I check out.
Yeah.
Like I can't.
You
do
ever
it.
try telemarketing?
No.
Yeah.
It's I've heard I'd be really good at it. Sometimes.
I honestly, you are very personable.
Yeah.
But I don't think you'd be good at it for the specific reason that they give you
A script.
Yeah, that's the
script.
thing.
Yeah. And you don't do very well off a script.
Yeah, no.
Because you're supposed to know exactly where to go if they say no for this reason or no
you
for
have to
that
say
reason.
something specific.
Yeah, they kind of have like, here's our tested script.
That's why I don't
that
want to do
explains-
Geico. That's why I refuse going there. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
That's what my coworker told
Yeah.
me. She said they're like you follow everything.
It is a call
So like if
center
they
ever
what
there
is
was
it?
one.
Like I think it's the same with like some places too if you're just basic call center or like a help thing because it's like the question they give you, there's something you're supposed to say.
Yeah.
Like,
You're supposed to have the
oh,
whole
my
thing,
battery's
3
dead. This is
pages
what-
all memorized.
Yeah, usually when a battery like you know what I mean? It's just like
Yeah.
so ugh.
You might as well
that
just
I
be a fucking
don't-
robot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't like
Yeah, I had a
it.
bunch of friends who went into Geico, and most of them dropped out after a year or so. A couple of them followed through and got into insurance.
Yeah,
My,
you know why I don't want to never do a telemarketing job? You ever see the movie Sorry to Bother You? Mm-mm.
You don't want to be a cowman.
You don't want to have
I'm gonna
that.
end up turning into a
you don't want
horseman
to turn
and
on
then
your
BoJack
white
Horseman.
people voice.
God, that movie fucking takes a turn.
I love
Yeah,
that
it
movie
does.
so much.
It was cool, but it does not insinuate a thing like that as possible.
Yeah. I didn't think it was
It
going to
is.
go that way at all.
Yeah, it is just all of a sudden fucking horse people
And
just swinging horse dick.
but you guys were totally fine with the white guy voice.
No,
I wasn't okay with it. I just thought that was part of the bit.
I accepted it as like truth for the movie and
Yeah.
as commentary. Like
That lets you know anything can happen in this world.
I feel there is a difference between like
yeah. No, that.
because like white voice
Yeah.
is a thing that I'm aware is a real thing.
Oh, definitely is.
Yeah. So it's just like an exaggerated version of something that's real.
Yep.
So like I'm okay, I see the commentary. I get this. This is fun. But wouldn't you fucking switch to like, oh yeah, like you do this horse coke and it turns you into a horseman. Like, whoa.
Well, I mean, that was commentary on the prison systems
Sure.
and working people overtime. That we need stronger people, so let's turn them into horse people, and then
Yeah.
it takes it to the extreme.
Yeah, it is a large jump. It is not in the same ball field as White Voice.
That's true.
It is the next town over.
And I love that twist so much.
Yeah,
I love it so much.
It was great. Like as soon as it happened, like it blew my mind. But I'm like, I'm in for this.
Yeah.
Like now that this has happened, now anything can happen. Now we can just get real weird.
Yeah. And it just kept getting weirder.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like some scripts. I don't like. Even something else like I had a friend who tried to work at like Massage Envy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you have to read off a thing too. It was like a page that you have to memorize, and you're consistently upselling like on massages.
Yeah.
So if you have a regular that comes in, you still got to do the whole spiel of, well, you can get this like scrub or whatever the fuck, and this and this, and I was like, oh god, I hate that. Any
sales, retail, anything like they have all got it. Every retail job I've had, I've been told to upsell on a replay was what they call that Sam Goody, but like a rewards program, credit card, whatever thing, like you got to buy into.
Yeah, when I worked at Mackey's, you have to try to get people to sign up for the card.
Yeah.
Would you like to put this on your Macy's card today or future Macy's card or whatever the hell they say?
Do you have a JCPenney card? Do you know you can save 20% off your first purchase?
Yep.
Would you like to apply?
I like even when I worked at Marshall's, they told me to say that to customers, and I was like, they don't want to be bothered right now.
You know,
like if someone's looking at bed sheets, maybe I'll be like, oh, is there anything particular you're looking for, or anything I can help you find?
You help them like a person.
Yeah,
you don't help them like a fucking corporate stooge.
Oh yeah, no.
Hey, you gonna sign up for a Marshall's card today?
At almost every opportunity, if someone had some issue, I was like, I'll give you like 10% off. I didn't care. Like,
I didn't do shit like that.
It's not my money.
No, I didn't do shit like that.
And then at Albertsons, it was always just kind of like, even as a bagger, you had to suggest like the item of the day or the item of the week or whatever the hell.
I don't think it's ever happened to me.
I never worked.
I mean, I worked at Albertsons like 2004.
Yeah, I've only worked at one supermarket, and I did not have to do any of that stuff. There's also Seafood City. So.
I remember I worked
stocked
there
at an HEB.
I worked there for 3 months, getting. I think I was getting paid like $6 something an hour.
Sounds about right.
And then I remember this one white kid was telling me how like
white?
I don't know, he was a nice guy. He was just white. He was telling me, he was like, we
he was
only
nice,
get.
But he was just white. So.
Yeah, he was like, we only get paid like $6 something here, right? And I was like, you know what? Maybe I should just go back. Maybe I should just.
You were like 15 years old, so.
Yeah, it was my first 16. 17.
15 and a half.
I mean, it's minimum wage, though. Like, when I started working, I just got minimum wage, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And as I have continued to work, minimum wage has continued to go up, and I just still barely make over minimum wage.
It was like, I think, junior year for me. It was like sometime in junior year where I was just like, never mind. I don't want to work here anymore.
Yeah.
And I just quit. It was just like, I called and I was just like, I'm not coming in anymore. And I just left.
Nice.
And then it was nice.
I can't. I'm really looking forward to the day where I just don't have to deal with customers.
I don't mind customers. I hate the business that tells me how to treat customers.
Yeah.
Oh.
And they never tell you to treat a customer badly, but they're essentially telling you to treat a customer like you can just talk them into anything they don't want.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I hate pressure.
It makes it seem so pushy.
Yeah, I hate pressure for upselling.
Yeah, I don't want any type of sales job at all.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah, like
that bugs me.
Retail sales, like with the exception of like, oh, it's JCPenney card, and you gotta, your boss will wag a finger at you, every other week when you don't have enough JCPenney credit cards. I'm like, I'm in the fucking poor neighborhood. Half these people don't even qualify.
Yeah.
What's even more stupid is like, if the same regular people come to your store, with the exception of maybe like, I don't know, let's say 2 new customers or just people who are just in town.
Yeah.
Like, how are you going to get mad if we don't get a new person getting a card every fucking day?
And
like, that makes no sense. Hey, did you guys get any cards today? Today was a bad sell. And I was like, or maybe these people already have the card.
Or when you get that person, oh yeah, sure, I'll sign up. Then you go through the whole process and they don't qualify. It's just like, oh.
This is awkward.
I had some lady tell me that at Sephora. Remember when
Yeah,
I
yeah.
almost signed up?
Yeah, I was there
She
for
was
that.
just like, "Hey, do you want to sign up for a JCPenney card?" And I was like, "Nah, I don't qualify." And she goes, "Well, you could
Well, we
still
could
get
still
this."
try.
She was like, "You could still get this free gift if you
never
qualify."
know.
And then
Yeah,
I
if
was
you
just
try,
like,
you're like, sure, all
I
right,
mean,
fine.
I guess I just
Yeah.
want these free these free stuff.
Let me put this other hit on your credit cards. On
Yeah,
your credit
that's what
score.
I forget that they do that.
Like they're supposed to be soft checks, but enough soft checks eventually show. Enough
Yeah,
attempts.
of course.
I hate that that's a thing.
Oh, fuck the credit system.
Like, why?
The whole credit system is bullshit. There's 3 of them.
We have to check your credit, but if we check it too much, it'll damage your credit. What?
Yeah.
Then stop checking. What?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It's so much bullshit. And as like credit is very important to my job.
Yeah.
Like people who are applying for rentals,
yeah.
Oh,
like their
yeah.
credit it's always an issue. And if the property is in a neighborhood that is lower poverty level,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it is a pain in the ass because everyone who's interested, all good people, all of them meet like the monthly income requirements.
Shitty
But
credit.
yeah, but the credit doesn't.
And that's
is
why I
bad.
have
that's
not
why they
rented
get-
from you yet. I just don't have the credit.
I don't
I
have
have
the
really
credit.
bad
Yeah.
credit.
Yeah.
Like,
I actually did all my math on like how much in debt I'm actually in with like credit cards and car and everything. I'm about 12,000.
oh, I beat
Not
that.
bad in the general
Yeah.
sense of like larger things. I
Yeah,
mean,
because that's including my car, and I have 6,000 on that.
okay. Yeah, so
And
yeah,
then
6.
I have
not
2
bad at
credit
all.
cards that
Like-
are maxed out, but I'm paying them. So.
I've never had a proper credit card.
Yeah.
So I've never even like built up credit. Like I've, like regularly paid like cell phone bills.
Yeah.
I've been good for the last several, like half a decade. But like I've had missed stuff. I have had things that have gone to collections,
Oh,
which
yeah.
have hurt me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I don't even know where you start. Like when you first begin, like if you start in the middle or
Yeah.
whatever. But because I never built credit, because everyone always made credit cards seem real scary when I was young.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never did it. I dealt everything with cash.
Yeah.
I had a car payment once in my life, and outside circumstances turned the whole thing into a shit show. But eventually, that car got repoed.
Yeah.
I voluntarily gave it up
Oh.
because I was behind and just couldn't make it.
Yeah.
At least you voluntarily.
Yeah, well, it's
You know,
better. It's better than the alternative.
You didn't like
Yeah.
just get it taken from you
Yeah.
at work
And,
and
like-
had to figure out how to get home that day.
Yeah, I remember you told that story.
I
yeah.
was like, what the fuck? I didn't ask for this shit.
Wasn't that Cheryl that told you?
Yeah, Cheryl's like, hey, do you have a blue Suzuki? And I was like, I sure do. And I ran to the other side of the building and saw them put the things on it. And then I ran downstairs, and as I walked out, it drove away.
Yeah.
Ugh.
It's funny, like when they, like I told them, I talked to them over the phone. I'm like, okay, yeah, here's the car. It'll be right here. You can come pick it up. And they picked it up while I was home, but never came to like knock on the door or anything. I had the key to give it to them,
Yeah.
and they just like dragged it up the fucking truck bed, and I mean that's the only way they could do it.
Yeah.
I'm like, guys, like this is a voluntary thing. You could just take the key, throw it in neutral. Like, why are you doing all this extra work? I want to make your life easier.
Yeah. Like, walk up, throw the boot on it, then knock on the door. Like, hey, do you have the key?
Sure, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
whatever makes you feel safer.
It's so weird.
But it is so important, and it's only really dawned on me in the last couple of years. Like, I have to get my shit together when it comes to my credit.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like, and it's not just, Anthony, you got to pay your bills on time. I pay my bills on time.
yeah.
Like, I have to do more. I have to go above and beyond.
Yeah, you have to do a bunch of extra stuff.
Yeah.
Here's one thing that pisses me off. You pay your bills, everything, but that doesn't help your
No.
credit at all. Like,
No.
No.
Why?
You
Why
got
not?
you got to go out there, take the risk of large purchases,
Yeah.
to then pay those.
Yeah.
Instead of just like living your life well within your means,
Yeah.
paying things on time. That don't do shit. You
Like
got to
okay.
buy a house or you got to buy a car.
Yeah.
Those are the two things that really are the best things to affect your credit.
And honestly, the people who know how to live within their means the most, people with bad credit, because we can't do anything else.
Yeah. I saw like a super accurate meme like a couple of days ago that it had something to say with like you can't save for something like when you need it, but like you can make like $28 last like 8 days if
it's all you have
if
left.
that's all you have left.
Yeah, that's true. That is
Which
true.
I was just like, dude, for the last I think since like Thursday I've been living off like I started eating like the food I actually have at the house, but I have like $2.08 in my bank account, and then like I'm 3 squares on gas. You know, it works. Luckily, I don't live that far.
Is that 3/4 of a tank, or is that like
that's like right below quarter tank?
Oh, okay. I
got a few more drives.
Yeah, how many boxes is a full tank for you?
I'm guessing.
I think
16.
Yeah.
Because if 3 is just
oh
below
yeah,
a quarter,
8 would be half, and then the other
okay,
8,
yeah, so 16.
like 16.
It's
So
a
I'm
lot of
3.
squares.
Yeah.
So
Also,
I'm 3.
just put a normal gas gauge, so everyone can understand what's happening.
I just assume
I'm
mine's
sure it
below.
makes sense to see it in the context.
But it's like, I have 3 squares left. I gotta stretch this out. It's like,
Like it's to the point that I've even thought of it as like, okay, I'm below quarter tank, and then I also have the emergency 2 gallons after the light goes on to get me where I need to go, and hopefully
2
that's a gas
gallons?
station. I think it's a gallon or 2.
Usually it's like a gallon. When the light comes on, you have like a gallon left or so.
Yeah.
It kind of varies.
That's fair. And then I start turning off everything. Like I think it'll
Jordan's
actually
looking
help
at us
me.
like he don't know.
no, I know.
Yeah.
I don't have this problem. I got my nice.
No, I think
Rogue?
it's a rogue, but I think way ahead of time. I was like,
Yeah.
because I had to gas up today because I'd be able to drive home.
Yeah, you
but
also drive an hour and a half.
yeah,
Every day.
because I'd be able to drive home, but I
One
would
way.
not be able to make the return trip, so I had to gas up today.
Yeah.
It's a lot of those things where I'm just like,
See, for me, I have to plan because
Sure.
I live too far
Oh, yeah,
away
yeah,
to
of
not
course.
plan shit.
Sure.
I mean, that's how it was like when I was living in like Spring Valley, because it'd be like, I don't know if I have gas. I have gas to get to work. I don't have gas to get back home.
Yeah.
So I'm not going into work today because I don't have the gas to get there.
I've had the days where I'm just not gonna eat anything during my 8 hours of work because I don't have the money to have food. I've got I got to microwave a ramen brick when I get home, like because everything I have has to go to gas because I got 3 more days till payday.
I've done
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, like and that's I'd assume normal at this point for
I've done
a lot
that.
of people.
And that's why when I was living in my apartment, that's why I always had a stash of emergency food. Just like,
That's what I call my food, but
Yeah.
really I bought it with the intent of like I'm gonna start making food at home now.
yeah,
Yeah.
because I bought it like a thing of like Spam, so I have Spam just in case.
That's what I've been doing. That was like yesterday and today's
Yeah.
meal. I actually cooked eggs. So I had rice, eggs, and Spam. And then today I was like, oh, I'll eat a cup of noodle today. And then, which is fine, but then I think about sodium. And then I was like,
Oh, I do not think about any of those things when
Oh,
I'm poor.
for me, I have to. Only
yeah?
for the simple
What?
fact of like, if I do soup like twice in
Yeah.
like 2 days, instant migraine, and I'm fucking done.
Okay, so,
So it's like I
specifically-
actually have to be like,
specifically health
I can't.
reasons.
Like today, I was just like, okay, I already ate Spam yesterday for breakfast and lunch, and I ate it today for lunch. I'm not touching the extra 2 Spam I have at the house.
Yeah.
Because I already know how my body is going to react.
Well, see, you're worried about the sodium and all that, but you know it's something you're not thinking about?
What?
Cholesterol.
Well, that too.
Eggs have the highest cholesterol.
I only had 2 eggs.
It's got good cholesterol.
Still a lot of cholesterol in
I don't
eggs.
know. The jury's still out on eggs to me.
I think it's the yolk is what has the bad cholesterol in it.
The yellow yolk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I had talked about that with them.
It has both good and bad cholesterol.
Yeah.
Well, they also tell you, which makes no sense because there's plenty of bodybuilders who eat eggs like
Raw.
Like David eats a whole plate of eggs.
Yeah.
True, but he's also like
Working out.
He's also
working out. Yeah,
burning it off.
he is burning at a
Yeah.
way higher rate. Like look at The Rock. Like
Yeah.
his
Oh,
epic
yeah.
cheat days. That is an insane amount.
Yeah,
of
we were
food.
talking
Yeah.
about that.
Yeah.
How much he has to eat.
And like just a normal like cheat day aside, the normal food that he has to eat is an insane amount. But he's working his body at such a level that like the 2,000 calorie recommended diet is fucking bullshit to him.
Yeah.
He is a 6,000 a day person because he's burning 7.
Remember that 1,000 calorie or 10,000 calorie milkshake from Heart Attack Cafe?
Yeah. Was it 10,000 calories?
7,000?
That sounds bananas.
Too- 1,000?
I think it's 1,000.
1,000.
No,
Okay.
that
That doesn't seem very high.
Yeah, it doesn't sound crazy
15?
enough. I'll look it up.
I would believe.
I just remember it was a lot.
If it was a large size shake, like a large fucking volume shake, I would believe 5,000
I think
as being something that you could advertise as being crazy and still being realistic, but the volume also makes up for a big difference.
It wasn't that big, though. I think it was just a regular shake. It wouldn't be something like you would see at
Funky Fries?
Funky Fries. Like, nothing like that.
There we go.
Simple ass shake.
We'll look up a Funky Fries
Oh,
shake for reference.
God. Jeez.
Heart attack.
What the fuck was I looking at?
Well, that's always a fun game. What's the last few things?
I think I accidentally hit an ad.
I can't really tell you.
Or you were, cruising through your social media and now you're at work and like, oh, I forgot to get off of the, that hashtag.
That one thing.
Oh, Justin Negri. Okay, let's just quickly.
Yeah, she has no photos safe for work.
Yeah. At one point, I unfollowed her
Mm-hmm.
just because I was just like, I never know how. I don't know how Instagram's going to look today.
Like there are several, mostly women that I follow, like because they seem like cool as shit people. They're into stuff that I'm into, and they also do like sexy Patreons, and they got those photos up. And yes, they are hot as fuck, and I appreciate that about them. But when I'm like bored at work and I just mindlessly flip through Instagram, like, oh wait, flip. Let's see. Where is a?
And then when you follow those same people on like Twitter, now
there's no censors.
Oh, I don't scroll Twitter like that to see anything inappropriate.
I'm not trying to.
He didn't mean to.
It's just people that I follow.
Just also there.
People I follow like things or retweet things and like, that's just on my.
That.
Oh boy.
I'm friends with some real, dirty birds.
Like the LoRC Twitter account has so many.
Does it?
Has so many people that we follow that look at stuff like that it pops up.
Yeah.
Because it's connected to my phone, so I get the notifications when whatever. So I click on it, it's like oh god.
Like when we were trying more at Twitter, like we were just kind of following everything.
Yeah.
So that's just gonna happen. Come on, fucking menu, tell me something.
It's hard to find like the nutrition.
Isn't it like mandatory for it to be available?
I always thought so.
Man, I guess the rules just keep changing,
right?
It doesn't say.
Yeah, I'm on the Funky Fries
website. What if we
website.
just asked,
Nothing.
like, how much calories?
Yeah, I'm about you guys.
But for the heart attack girl, I never want to go back just because I've had that experience.
Yeah.
I do not need to ever go back.
It's heavy. I mean,
Sure.
yeah.
It's called the heart attack grill.
Well, this one's called. Well, there's something called the quadruple bypass burger,
which is the worst one.
9,982 calories.
How big is it? Like I feel that is also important because you can just volume food and you'll get to 10,000.
Yeah.
Eventually you get there. But if it's 9,000 and it just looks like so that looks to be it's a burger with looks like maybe 8 patties on it. It's like they're all thick. It looks maybe 10 inches tall, 10, 12 inches.
How do you even bite this thing? Essentially, you're just eating 3 burgers. Like
is way more than 3 burgers.
Oh.
And you don't eat it like a burger. You eat it by layer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd get so tired of eating that. I can't do it.
You ever watch the Nathan's hot dog eating contest?
Yes.
No.
With the... Because there's...
I feel like it would gross me out.
I watched it because of Matt Stoney, because he was a YouTuber where, he would just do, like, food eating challenges.
Food eating, yeah. Like, food eating challenges baffle me.
Yeah. But then, like, most of the dudes that do it are, like...
But, yeah, like, the Japanese and, like, the just Asian guys
Kobayashi.
do it. Yeah, like Kobayashi.
He's legendary.
Little guy.
Yeah.
And he's pounding down, like, 80 hot dogs, buns and all.
8,000.
What 8,000?
The triple butterfat milkshake topped with a pat of real butter.
Oh,
you'll be getting 8,000 calories.
All right,
worth
what
of
does that look like? Do you have a photo?
It just looks like
it
a
just
shake.
looks like a normal shake.
So I got that.
If this
and
is
I told
what the
him to put
guy's
vodka
holding,
in it.
it literally just looks like a shake.
Yeah, it's a normal.
Like it's just a normal size shake.
Wow.
Okay,
yeah.
I don't think the shake by itself is 8,000 calories. That's the whole meal.
Oh,
Okay.
Because I see this thing.
Sorry.
It says like it's 2,100 calories.
Okay, I believe that.
Yeah.
I believe a regular shake can get to that pretty easily.
Yeah, but geez,
Yeah.
2010 calories.
That is a lot.
Yeah,
That is a lot.
and that's for a 24-ounce cup.
Wow.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Like I look.
some of the things are horrible. Flatliner fries.
Fries.
Flatliner fries cooked in pure lard.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
The whole point is
Butter
to be
fat
the most
milkshake.
unhealthy thing in the world.
Yeah.
And
Like I'll
it
look
succeeds.
I'll look at a fucking combo meal that I eat like every fucking day.
Yeah,
And every combo is 11 or more for one meal.
yeah,
Granted, I only eat one meal.
yeah.
But like it is the result of. I mean, I don't want to like make it this a thing about class and wealth and whatnot.
Yeah.
But like that's kind of all I can afford as far as
Yeah,
not simply the money I make
Yeah.
and the money I can spend, but also the time and energy.
yeah.
Like, I don't know what the fuck's wrong with me, but like we said at the beginning, I'm fucking tired.
Yeah,
I gotta make a dinner and fucking like make something for lunch.
Yeah.
I gotta go out, I gotta shop, I gotta prep, I gotta do all that stuff. Like, yes, lots of people do it.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm just saying
It's difficult.
I can't right now. It's
Yeah.
it's too difficult for several factors. I just don't feel like cooking for myself at
Yeah.
all.
Like for me, during the entire work week, I'm just exhausted the entire time through.
Yeah.
And then
I take a nap after work pretty much every day.
see, I don't even get. I mostly don't even get a chance to take a nap. So it's just like I'm just
It's
exhausted.
especially brutal for you.
Yeah. So then I get home. Then I get ready for bed, and it's usually I end up going to bed at like 10 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
Then I wake up at 3. Then I just keep repeating that cycle
Yeah.
for 5 days in a row. And then the weekend comes along, I'm like, oh, sweet, I can sleep in. And I sleep in for 6 hours. I'm like, well,
I don't know. I can't sleep longer than what I normally sleep.
I can.
My body's used to it, so it's just like even if I've stayed up, it's like I'm at 6 hours and my body is like, you're good.
I'll do like 8 or 9 on a weekend. I'll get to sleep in late.
that sounds
do that.
amazing.
I have to be like drugged up or like taking something to keep me asleep.
And
'cause I will
that's why
stay up.
our Vegas trip was fantastic, because I slept so much, and I felt great.
Yeah, no, I woke up. I think I woke up at like 7, and then I went outside and I talked to Terry in the living room because I was like, everyone's too loud and I can't sleep anymore because everyone's snoring. I just stayed in the living room.
Oh, okay.
But like unaffected.
Everyone else was. I mean, you weren't snoring in
How
there.
long
You
can you
slept
sleep
through
in
it.
your room?
Huh?
How long can you sleep in your room?
Um,
Is it still like a normal night's sleep, weekday, weekend, still the same?
yeah.
Yeah,
The
that
most at the most I'll sleep is like 7 hours. According to my Fitbit, 6 to 7 hours is my average.
Didn't you post something like within the last couple of days complaining about your sleep
Yeah.
that you learned through your Fitbit?
Yeah. It was because it was so hot. I woke up at midnight.
Mm-hmm.
I woke up at 2:30, and then I woke up at 3:30.
Yeah, bring your fan closer to you.
No, it was too hot. The
Yeah,
air
bring
that
the
was
fan
being
close.
blown.
Oh,
This fan was on level 4, blasting in my body, and I have my ceiling fan.
But if the air is hot, you're just moving hot air around.
Hot. Like once my clothes are removed, and that's all I got, and I'm just laying there with no sheet over me. There's nothing left to do.
Yeah, I hear
now
you.
I'm just pissed off, and I can't sleep.
And that's why I prefer the cold.
Man.
Yeah, I've been sleeping great with the cold.
Because I mean, after a while,
you
can get warmed up. You know.
Yeah, once you're hot, you can't do shit. It's to the point that I even put like water on my face to like just have something cold.
You should get a spray bottle and put the fan in front of you. Spray your
No,
face
the worst part is it was still hot. It just dried it.
Put some ice in there. Put some ice in the water bottle.
Yeah.
I mean, at this point, it's not much of an issue. Like we're finally going to slide into
thank God.
cooler season.
Grab a bunch of ice packs and strap it to your fan.
Yeah, I was real pissed off.
Like we all could agree. I'm a pretty even keel dude. Like I do not lash out. But at night, when I keep getting interrupted from trying to get sleep, the little that I get, I am a fucking monster.
Yeah.
God, would you just? He's so angry.
Like I'm not proud of it, but sometimes I get real mad at Trevor, my dog, because he likes to sleep on my bed, but he likes to walk around a lot on the bed.
No, that's my problem with the cats.
Or just wake me up, or like prevent me from sleeping. I'm like, oh, you gotta go.
I'm also like kind of like a light sleeper.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
so,
me too.
So like with the cats like running about, the little one Alfred just kitten energy back and forth drives me nuts. I block the cat door in my room to try and keep him out. Well, then my cats want to get out and he's clawing at the fucking carpet and it wakes me up. I get rageful. And especially like over the summer when it's hot and I'm barely sleeping as it is and I'm just begging for fucking rest.
I was like that.
Just give me this one thing.
One night.
Sam sleeps like a log when he sleeps with me, so that's fine. But Kyrie, she runs in her wheel, and then she'll run and move the wheel, so it's now just hitting the wall, and then there's just knocking. And I remember one time I just got really frustrated, and I was like, "No wheel for you!" And then I felt bad because I was just like, "They're nocturnal, and she needs to be moving." So then I bought her like one of those silent wheels, but now I kind of just position it where it won't hit anything. Like I've even duct taped it to like the bottom, so it just stays where it needs to stay and she could run around, do whatever. But that's why I need my fan now, because my fan is loud enough that it drowns out that noise, and it's not enough that music drowns out.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. But
I just have to say, Jordan, your birthday was this past Saturday. Sam is fucking cute as shit.
Yeah, he is.
Sam is the puppy at Steph's house.
He has the saddest face in the world.
So fucking cute.
He's always that.
Go to Steph's social media.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna post a picture of him as Scooby-Doo.
What's your
I took
social
a
media
cute
stuff?
picture. Stephanoids. STEPHUHNOIDS.
Super. Sam was super sweet, like chill even with all the people that were there.
He was such a good boy. He only barked that one time.
And I was antagonizing.
Yeah,
him.
exactly. He likes to play, and right now he's in this like kind of curious but like also little bitch type setting where he's like scared of everything.
Like he want to be tough, but he ain't tough.
Yeah, he's not tough at all.
Like when we were putting up the Halloween decorations, he was so afraid of like most of the things.
Yeah, like the sparkly things hanging from the ceiling, like ears pulled back, and just
the Grim Reaper in the bathroom. He did not like that one.
Yeah, that's why
I actually never used the bathroom. I never saw it.
Oh, yeah,
He
no.
made a point of not using the bathroom.
Yeah, we put it in there because he couldn't handle it.
Handle it being outside.
He
was for the best. They got some scares out of people in the bathroom. That was pretty good.
It was great.
Even after cleaning up some things, there was a clown mask on the table.
Yeah.
And Sam was like curious at what was on the table, so he hopped up, and then the mask slid down, and he freaked out like he normally does. But it's like the scared but still curious.
Yeah.
So he'll
that's Domino. Domino's curious. He's he knows is around. But if he's investigating, if a fucking mouse farted, he would jump.
Yeah, that's Sam. And sometimes it scares me because it throws me off, and he always seems to have like a moment when I'm occupied and I can't see. Like in the mornings, I'll watch him. That's kind of like how it goes. Marlon goes to work, and we kind of trade him off where he'll stay with me until I leave because I'm the last one to leave the house. So I'll go into the bathroom and I'll like wash my face, and as I'm soaping my face, you just hear the and I'm like, what do you hear? And what do you see right
What is
now?
your problem?
That's freaking me out because now I gotta wash my face and figure out what's behind this corner that I can't see.
Imagine,
And you're at your utmost vulnerable when you're like washing your face and your vision is completely taken away from you.
Yeah.
Just like in the shower, like shower, sink, whatever. Like
Yes.
once that shit is on your face, you're at your utmost vulnerable.
imagine
Yeah.
how worse it's going to be after you watch the new Grudge movie.
Ooh, I'm so
Which
excited
they're
for
making
that.
a new one.
I've
Did you
heard.
see the trailer
I heard
for
that
it?
it was gonna happen. No, I didn't watch it yet. You guys caught me at a bad time, and I couldn't watch it.
It looks good. We can watch
at
it.
work
A
or
clip
some
With
shit.
after
John
or something.
Cho.
I'm down. Yeah,
Yeah.
I like him
Yeah.
a bunch.
And so it's basically like they're doing, it's like the first movie again, but it has nothing to do with Japan. It's just in America.
Oh,
Yeah,
all right.
still interesting.
But it's like the same premise.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think at the beginning it's trying to have him. It's almost like he's flipping the house or trying to sell it,
Yeah.
and
But
then
apparently whoever said they
something's-
died, and then, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So that's cool. I'm into it.
yeah, I'm excited. But yeah, Sam,
Sam's
he's a
adorable.
big.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
he is real cute.
Speaking of trailers, did you watch the last Star Wars trailer?
Oh, yes, I did.
Yeah. No, Steph?
I didn't watch it.
Oh, man.
I forgot if we already bought our tickets to watch it.
I think Marlon bought our tickets, right?
Okay.
But
He either bought it already or was going to. I don't know if it was
did
confirmed.
you buy tickets already?
No, I never do that.
Yeah, well.
Okay.
Like I've never had a problem getting tickets.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
okay,
yeah, see?
I'm usually I'm always busy Thursday night. Thursday night's
Yeah.
a game night, so I'm not going to like the midnight showings or anything.
Yeah.
Like I'm fine just seeing it that weekend, so it's not a problem for me to get
Yeah.
tickets. I just find a showing that has tickets and I go.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think we were trying to do the Saturday.
The 7 a.m. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think we were trying to do Saturday, but I mean Friday is also not a big deal. I'm not picky. It doesn't matter.
I was talking to my Thursday night buddies about it,
Yeah.
and like they are just so disenfranchised,
Yeah.
but also still helplessly fanboys.
Yeah.
They're like that. They're in that crowd of like, yeah, I'm gonna see it, but I mean, what I've seen over the last so many years. Blah, 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 blah,
Star
blah.
Wars fans hate Star Wars the most.
Yes, true. It's true. But like it seems like, well, it's tradition.
Okay. Here's the thing.
Okay.
Just because a thing did not live up to your headcanon does not mean it's not good.
And if you don't like it, give
That's
up.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it, like we have the Mandalorian.
Yeah.
You don't need to watch Rise of Skywalker to watch Mandalorian. You
True.
don't have to like Last Jedi to like Rogue One.
Yep.
Like you can more or less pick and choose.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, the prequels still exist.
Yeah.
Do we like those now because of The Last Jedi? Like,
Yeah.
Honestly,
I mean,
didn't even know it was coming out
and I really like The Last
Yeah.
Jedi. So,
This-
you know.
until everyone
Me
started
too.
talking about it, and I was like,
yeah,
oh.
December.
Yeah, December.
It's happening.
Oh, the music in that trailer is so good.
I feel like I didn't even see like
I mean, that's
commercial or
Pavlovian at this
anything
point.
for it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, they've been out there. It's weird these days. Trailers only seem to be important the weekend that they're released, and then that's it. Until the next trailer comes out.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Again, like I don't have cable, so I don't know what like other people are seeing.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
the
even
thing.
have ads
true.
on Hulu, so I live a pretty commercial free life.
Like,
That's like me,
but-
unless it's like YouTube. YouTube
Yeah.
is like because they have the
and
trailers.
I don't watch
sometimes,
YouTube much.
I'm like,
Oh,
okay,
I'm constantly
then I'll
watching
see
YouTube.
something, or scrolling Facebook sometimes. But more
Yeah.
or less, most of my trailer watching is watching the movie itself.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, oh, there's this movie
Yeah.
I want to watch, like
And,
that
like-
one movie for like I guess like this Halloween, it's supposed to be like the It movie to watch.
Is it It?
No. It's a Halloween movie. I can't think what it's called.
A Halloween movie?
Yeah, it's like not a Halloween themed movie.
It's a horror
but just
movie.
a horror movie for Halloween. Like, you know how there was Bloody Valentine one year? There's a movie this year.
Oh, Black Christmas?
No.
The Countdown? Oh,
Yeah, Countdown.
Yeah.
That's like the movie, supposedly, for
the Halloween
this
season.
month.
Yeah.
For Halloween season.
This
it's
is
the
going to be
movie.
the scariest one.
Yeah,
Like,
and I still want to watch that.
I want to watch it, but my one problem with it is that it stars the main chick from You, the show You.
I don't know what that
Like
show is.
EWE about baby sheep?
No, YOU.
Oh, okay.
You know, it's I thought you watched the show. It's a dude who's like he's a psychopath, but he's like really fixated on this one girl, and he works in the bookstore.
Oh.
I got no idea what you're talking about.
It's starring. Oh, he's a really handsome dude, but he's so fucking
He's a
creepy.
stalker guy.
Yeah.
It's this. It's a movie on.
It's a show.
It's a show on Netflix where
It's
like
originally
the
on
guy.
Showtime.
I remember it was trending where everyone was like, "Oh my god, this guy! I wish he would like
Stalk
me." And it's like,
No.
ugh,
I want him to murder my vagina.
Oh God.
Drake, murder my vagina.
Oh, Amanda Bynes.
Sorry, Amanda.
I stand up for her saying that. That's
Yeah, no, that was fine, but
that seems like a regular thing to fucking say on Twitter.
no, I'm just sad because that was a bad downward spiral for her.
Oh yeah, no, her life went badly.
That was
I
a
just stand by
legit-
her on that tweet.
That was a legit mental.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she had a
Now,
legit mental thing.
Granted, they're all a little bit kind of a mental illness.
Yeah.
Addiction is a mental
Yeah,
illness.
yeah,
Yeah.
But yeah, no, she had more than.
She got
just that.
better. No.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, she's better now.
I thought I heard something
Here's the
about her.
description for the show You,
Okay.
starring a Penn Badgley, who is known for what was the show? It was
I do not know that name.
it's like
Maybe
One
just show
Tree
him
Hill or
the-
something. Gossip Girl. Who's in
the
Gossip
movie
Girl?
cover.
Okay, that's why I don't know that.
Yeah.
I never watched that show.
Neither did I. So here is the description. What would you do for love? For a brilliant male bookstore manager who crosses paths with an aspiring female writer, the question is put to the test. A charming yet awkward crush becomes something even more sinister when the writer becomes the manager's obsession. Using social media and the internet, he uses every tool at his disposal to become close to her, even going so far as to remove any obstacle, including people, that stands in his way of getting to her.
Yeah, I gave
It sounded
a
pretty
couple.
dull until the end, honestly.
I gave a couple episodes a shot,
John
And-
Stamos.
Yeah, John Stamos was in it for a little bit.
and it was like odd.
Yeah, it's a weird show, but the main actress,
Elizabeth Lale.
yeah, she's in Countdown. She's the main character of Countdown.
Oh,
This
And-
Penn Badgley dude looks like fucking John Mayer.
He does.
I could see what you mean.
He's like a skinny John Mayer.
Yeah, like watching it. I like how the show is set up in the sense that you can hear,
God, I don't know any
Like-
of these people.
like, as something is happening in the show, he's voicing his thoughts as she's doing it.
Yeah,
Like
he's narrating
example,
the show.
narrating.
yeah, example like, hey, what is it? Can I get your number? Well, you're fiddling with your thing, so clearly you don't want to give. You know what I mean? Like it's just saying his like thoughts,
It's his running commentary.
Yeah.
His inner commentary.
or like they're
Yeah,
in the car, and then
Alright.
it's just like, why don't you put a password on your phone? Someone can easily go into your phone
Yeah.
and take information they shouldn't be taking, even though it's shit he's doing.
Yeah, he
so it's like, what the
he steals
fuck?
her phone. Like he does everything in his power to put himself into her life.
yeah.
It's like
It's a
God,
creepy ass show. But
You're like
I watched the crap out
you're
of it.
so invested.
It sounds boring.
I mean, it's like a
Like conceptually.
it's like a
Like he's not killing these people who are in his way. Like he's manipulating things to get them like in trouble or whatnot. Okay, so he's possibly killing some people. I see what you're doing with your eyes.
Some of it's like unfortunate because I think I've seen one of the kills where it was just like, oh man, like I don't think he deserves this much damage that you're doing to him. Like that's fucked up. Just because he's like one little person in your way, and it's like, yeah, let's dispose of this guy because he's just in my way. And it's like, I really feel like you could do without what you chose
You could
to
have
do
just
with
like
him.
sent a dirty letter to him or
Yeah,
something.
you could have just made some bullshit ass story. Be
Yeah.
more creative. Why'd you have to go that way?
But I love the drama.
Oh, dude,
It's a drama thriller. So I was like, yeah. It's creepy as hell, though.
I enjoy dramas. They're fun.
I don't think I haven't gotten into any new shows. I just tore through Letterkenny. But my roommates have been watching that Daybreak.
I
on
want to
Netflix.
start watching that.
Okay. It's good.
Yeah.
They've been really enjoying it.
I'm confused.
Yeah.
Because I saw Daybreak, like, I haven't watched the show, but I've seen, like, the box thing, and I know it has to do with
kids.
Zombies.
And the zombie apocalypse.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, there was another show that my roommate was watching.
The Walking Dead.
No. That was similar to kids in high school
and
had to do with zombies.
The Outer Rim.
High
but
School
there
of
was
the
a
Dead.
black guy
It was the anime.
and a white guy. And I think they're also, I'm just assuming, like, I don't know if that's going to give it away, but
I don't know.
that's what I thought Daybreak was.
I don't know where you're going with that.
I'm assuming the black guy is gay, and it's like a gay zombie apocalypse type movie show. It's a show because it's by episodes.
Like Daybreak has a black character.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the one.
Well, Daybreak like just came out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I was confused. I didn't know if there was two zombie
There's only-
movies with a black guy in it, and I was like,
Yeah, there's only 2 shows that have a black guy.
Zombie shows.
Yeah.
2 zombie
Two
shows.
zombie shows that
In
have a
high
black guy
school.
in it in high school.
and it
There's
has to
only
do
the
with
2.
like jocks.
That's
and-
Daybreak.
It is
Yeah.
Daybreak?
Daybreak, as explained to me, and along with the trailer that Netflix insists on playing, is that the show, the kids still very much keep their cliques, keep their clique mentality. So it is still very like jock versus nerd versus kind of like thing. Like a lot of the characters remained their social archetypes after this zombie apocalypse, which I guess is explained. It's not zombie as much as it is kind of ghoul.
Yeah.
So it's not the same kind of like Walking Dead type of zombies.
Because like when I was watching it, I was like, seeing the zombies in there. At least for some of the parts.
I have not seen a single zombie yet.
Oh, okay.
Like popping in and out.
I mean, a clip that I saw of one, I was just like, I can't tell if you're like a legit zombie.
Yeah.
Because
It's not the same as Walking Dead zombies.
Yeah, because I was like,
Wait a second. Hulu's Freakish is the zombie high school drama you've been waiting for.
Freakish has been out for a long time.
But is that the show he was watching?
No, I think this is the one
It's
because
British,
that black
isn't
guy
it?
is
I
the
don't
black guy. Now that I'm looking at it, that's the guy that I was staring
Okay.
at.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Sure is that
He
black
looked
guy?
like a samurai.
Yeah, because that's the other guy I was staring. Yep, this is the one.
All right. So
Okay, so Daybreak. Okay, so I want to
Daybreak,
watch
yeah.
that now.
yeah.
I'll check that out.
Yeah. My roommate seemed to really be enjoying it. So
Yeah, I really want to dig into that, but I also got stuck. I just started rewatching New Girl.
I am also watching that.
the
I
Zoe
thought-
Deschanel show.
yeah. No,
Yeah.
I'm aware.
I thought that I had finished all of season 1, and then I realized I think I've only watched to episode 10 of season
just
of,
never
of
watched
New Girl,
again?
and because I don't remember, like I think the episodes go to like 22, I think,
Yeah.
Sounds
they're
about right.
Network television.
Yeah.
but I don't remember anything past to like a little after Justin Long's characters in there after the Thanksgiving.
It was fun.
Yeah,
Because
he
then I
was,
start
yeah.
going through other ones, and I was like, I don't remember Jess dating an old guy.
Yeah, that's
at
still
all.
in season 1. Like,
Yeah,
So you've seen the following seasons. You just don't think you've
Which
watched
is
all
dumb.
of season 1.
yeah.
Correct?
Because I also remember clearly watching the episode where Cece's about to have like a what is it a an organized, not an organized wedding,
An arranged
arranged marriage. That's what I'm thinking.
Oh, okay.
Because I've seen that.
Well, it's still pretty much a sitcom, so they always kind of have to kind of return to the status quo,
Yeah.
kind of eventually. So,
Yeah, so-
yeah, like you could skip chunks and come
Yeah.
back the next season, and it kind of resets itself.
That's kind of why I just
Mostly,
started over,
Yeah.
which was I started from 1. Like I literally watched all over again.
Yeah.
And now I got to I think episode 15 or 16.
I was pretty good about watching that show for a while, but only up like until like maybe season 3. But
Yeah.
like I had to download each episode individually, and it's a hassle.
Yeah,
Oh.
I was originally watching the show on Hulu, but it became such
Yeah.
a headache to watch things on Hulu like week to week. also when they
I do all right.
Also when they start just deleting episodes.
Yeah, that's a pain. In the
So,
ass.
so when it gets too far and they delete one episode, I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna not watch this.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So that's why I fell off of that show. That's why.
Yeah, I'm still trying to watch that. And what is it? The Living
with Yourself.
The
Paul Rudd show on
Paul
Netflix.
Rudd one.
Okay, so you guys have started watching that?
I've finished it already.
Okay.
I started and watched to episode 2. I think.
Is it good? Is it fun?
I liked it a lot. It is not a comedy that you are expecting.
Okay.
Because the trailer it does not. It's not a comedy.
Yeah, I went in completely blind, and I kind of wish I just read about it before I did that, because now I also don't know.
You have to adjust your expectations.
Yeah, because as I'm watching, I was like, clearly this isn't meant to be funny.
Yeah.
Well,
serious.
There are a lot of very funny moments.
But there are funny moments. Exactly.
But you wouldn't even call it a black comedy.
No, it's closer to a black comedy than anything else.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
It is a drama with black comedy elements.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, granted, I was high when I was watching, but I think I'm like 2 episodes in.
But I mean, like after the first
but
episode,
so far
it
was good.
I was just in because it's Paul Rudd and
but he's
Paul
great.
Rudd. So
yeah. It's good. You recommend it?
I liked it a lot. Yes, I recommend it.
Right
And I really like the woman who plays his wife because I think she's Scottish. She has a very cute accent. Yes.
Yeah. It's a lot. It's only 4 episodes.
Really?
No, it's 8 episodes.
Shit, it's only 8 episodes.
Okay.
But they're not long episodes.
All right, right on.
So it's not.
It's like 30-minute episodes.
Like
it's like
Russian doll.
It's like 4 hours of a show.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Like Russian doll.
Yes. Yeah.
It's like 8
Yeah.
8 episodes and not that long, so it's easier to watch. I should knock that off before I go back to New Girl.
Yeah, I really enjoyed the premise. It's cool seeing the dichotomy of you have one version of this guy who is full of depression and hatred for himself and regret and all these things. Then you see the other version of him who has none of that, and then just seeing how it's cool seeing Paul Rudd act 2 completely different ways, and it's just by posture and by just how things work. It's really cool. Yeah.
I feel like there was 2 trailers that Netflix played, and the very first one made it seem ambiguous enough. Like, did Paul Rudd get cloned? And then the second one hinted at like an alternate life.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I'd say give it a shot. Like, maybe after like the second episode, if you're not sold on the premise, then
then just give up. Just don't watch it anymore.
Give up on life.
Yeah, just forget about it. Watch something else you
Throw
like.
everything away.
Let's turn on wrestling. Wrestling.
There's always some wrestling. All right, let's bounce out of here.
Okay.
We've had a fun little catch-up week. Chill.
I love ketchup.
I'm gonna eat a bean just because it's here and we haven't said a word.
Oh, that's right.
Okay.
Our buddy Shane gave us what's it called?
Ass-kicking jelly beans.
Ass-kicking jelly beans. Jalapeno pepper.
Habanero.
Bean. That's what I said. Habanero pepper. Shut up.
Now we don't know if there's one random habanero pepper in here, or
there's a bunch of different colors.
Yeah.
And there's no guide.
So
yeah,
I want a green one.
So you get on that, Steph. If the people have enjoyed this, if they want to interact with us, what's the best way to do that?
This does not smell good.
You can interact with us on our Instagram and our Facebook and our Twitter at LORC Podcast. That's LORC Podcast. PODCAST.
I thought you weren't gonna spell podcast
For a second I wasn't going to, and I was like, I could.
Jordan's chomping down.
Okay, I grabbed the yellow one. And it seems like it's just lemon.
Okay.
With some pepper in it.
Oh, okay, so maybe it's a standard assortment, but they all have a little pepper in them.
That's what I'm thinking.
I took a green one.
Just a little pepper on it. Just put a little pepper on it. All right, I'll take a orange one, I guess.
It definitely builds.
Okay. Oh, does it? All right, Jordan. Continue telling
swallowed,
them.
so I don't think it's going to do anything anymore. It's in my throat.
trying to move on beyond that, Jordan, why don't you continue telling them about the subscribable places for podcasts?
You can subscribe to the podcast on such platforms as like Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, Libsyn if you want to download the episodes, Pocket Cast, Podcast Addicts, wherever podcasts are found. Also YouTube. Yes, we're everywhere. And iHeartRadio, but don't use that one. That sucks.
Don't use that one. And if you want to email your thoughts, I kept trying to remember, but also kept forgetting to keep track of our truthfully word that we're not allowed to say.
Oh yeah.
For being consequences. I guess we'll have to wait and see the edit to see if we said it. But I think I think the word wasn't one that we used as much as maybe we thought.
Yeah.
So through the social medias, through emails, whatever, send us some more ideas for words we can't say.
I got a saying that apparently I say too much.
What's that?
What's that?
There you go.
Yeah, you know what? It could be a phrase.
Yeah.
Or
I say that more than I need to.
Yeah, you do. Or we could. Or you sure do. What if we? I was thinking about this because we would no swear September, but what makes more sense is no swear November.
Yeah, no swear November and don't swear December.
She got a point.
Yeah.
We there was another one on like because Jordan was like, well, what about October? And I was like, only in October.
Only in October
only
do we
swear
not swear.
October. I don't know.
Only swears October's.
Only swear October.
But like, what about in December? We're not allowed to say Christmas.
Ooh. Okay.
Then what if we said ex-church?
Ex-church?
Yeah, because ex-mass.
Oh Jesus.
Mass?
God, why?
But why ex-church?
Because church, mass.
Because X mass.
Oh,
Yeah.
mass
Yeah.
in church. All right, I get
Yeah.
it. That's real clunky as fuck. But I mean, we did the same thing when we were talking about 100%. We got into real clunky versions.
That's also true.
I don't
true.
believe anyone would actually keep saying ex-church.
Yeah.
But like
Also-
maybe...
Also, X Church sounds like a awesome anime. That's
Oh, I thought you were going to say an erotic church.
or that. Yeah.
I'd watch them both. But yeah, hit
One
us
and the
up
same show.
on any of those social medias as mentioned. Help give us ideas for bean penalties and other fun games to play. You can email us at lorcpodcast@gmail.com. So, after another long week of good times, if you want to follow anybody, I forgot where I was doing. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
I'm trying to circle back around. Jordan, what's your social media?
You can find me on most social media platforms at Jordan is a bear. Go to Twitch, watch my goddamn streams. Go to Amazon, buy my goddamn shirts. Everyday difficulty shirts. Everyday difficulty sweaters. I'll find out how to link the storefront. Buy my goddamn merch.
Steph?
You can look at my stuff on Instagram and Twitter at Stephanoids. STEPHUHNOIDS. You could see my pictures from Jordan's birthday and Sam. You could see Sam's Halloween outfit.
Sam.
Yeah, we've been calling him, or I don't know, just because it rhymes. It doesn't even rhyme.
It's a slant rhyme.
It's a slant rhyme. But every time we see Sam, we go, Sam, man from Medan. Because the game, Man from Medan.
Man of Medan, yeah.
Man of Medan.
And a slant rhyme is when the middle of a word rhymes with another middle.
Sam's really
That's
cute.
right. The
Granted.
Yeah.
Sam is very cute. And if you want to get my credit score and make it grow, find me at Graphite Night on Twitter and Spookington
I love that.
at Instagram. So until next week, I am Anthony.
I'm Jordan.
I'm Steph.
And we'll see you later.
Bye.
See you later.
Alligator.
In a while, crocodile.
Yep.
The end.
Yeah.